The autopsy shows that Brown was shot twice in the head and 4 times in the right arm by Officer Darren Wilson.
The man on the left in the pink shirt told CNN they heard one gunshot. Then, about 30 seconds later, a second shot. He says he saw Michael Brown staggering. Then he says Brown put his hands up and said, "Okay, okay, okay." The witness told us the cop didn't say get on the ground, he just kept shooting. That same witness described the gruesome scene, saying he saw Michael Brown's brains come out of his head, again reiterating his hands were up.
Brown's family requested an independent autopsy to answer 2 questions. How many times was he shot by Officer Darren Wilson, and did he suffer? Brown's mother specifically wondered about that second question.
What is justice to you?
I'm being fair. Arresting this man.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. Electric word, life, it means forever, and that's a mighty long time. But I'm here to tell you, there's something else. The afterworld.
Respect the justice! We will not be silent! Now look and think about the seriousness of these words, okay?
This is Miss Sarah. Say hello, Miss Sarah.
Hi, Miss Sarah.
She's from an organization called We Will Not Be Silent, and she is here to share the work of their organization.
So what we do is we work with language on shirts and also on signs. And we go out in the public places and we hold the language to try to communicate with as many people as possible. And our messages all revolve around human rights and social and economic justice. By wearing language, we can visibly show to other people our solidarity. Right now we have a project where we are working to bring 500 unarmed civilian shirts, and we're going to go to Ferguson and give them for Ferguson. I'm going to hand out some paper, and I would like all of you to write 1 or 2 sentences of a message of solidarity to the people of Ferguson.
Our cry silence to eternal pain.
Respect we will get, trust and believe.
No justice, no peace.
We will not be silent. We are unarmed civilians, no need for the violence. We will not be silent. We are unarmed civilians, no need for the violence. We will not be silent. We are unarmed civilians, no need for the violence. We will not be silent.
We are unarmed civilians, no need for the violence.
I'm extremely proud, extremely honored, and extremely humbled to make this announcement to all of you today. As a result of your great work on the We Will Not Be Silent song and video and project, Mr. Johwell, Goose World, Chad, Hip Hop Stays Lives have been invited to go down to Ferguson and protest with them against police violence. Margaret Mead stated, "Never underestimate the power of a few organized, committed people. Indeed, it is the only thing that has changed the world." I want to wish peace and love and safe travels to my boys Chad and Johwell as they travel to Ferguson and fight against the injustices that are going on down there and going on all over the country.
Give a shout out to my brothers and sisters in Ferguson because I know they're going through a hard time. This is coming from the bottom of the heart, so goose up.
This is it. We're headed to Ferguson, baby. CASA, thank you. We will not be silent. Thank you. Welcome to my home. We got an hour stop in Cleveland, Ohio. walking into a war zone, yo. They killed a black teenager last night in St. Louis.
So blessed and honored to have met you today.
Thank you.
Making this journey and this road trip even more exciting than it started out to be. So I thank you for that. God bless you.
St. Louis, Missouri, y'all. You know what I mean? Niggas out, and now niggas gotta get in. Get the action in. It feels incredible to be sitting on a bed right now after 25 hours going cross country. We had our first layover in Cleveland, Ohio, and believe it or not, we got thrown off the bus. Then we crossed the state line into Illinois, and I'm asleep, and we have a 10-minute stop, and the bus pulls off, and people start yelling, wait, somebody's not on the bus. And I look up, and it's Johwell. So I run to the bus driver, and I'm like, dude, I gotta get my boy. Can you please wait? He opens the door. I sprint into the building. I went straight to the bathroom because I knew where Johwell was. Run out to the bus. We get up on the bus. The whole bus is looking at us. And the bus driver said, what happened? And Johwell goes, I had to do a number 2. I think the whole bus laughed for 5 minutes straight. Today's the big day where, you know, everybody came from all across the country to do the big protest march in St. Louis. We're about to have a meeting in the lobby with We Will Not Be Silent.
You will not be able to stay home, brother. What do we have here?
We have a car full of unarmed civilian t-shirts. We have traveled from New York. The whole initiative was to bring unarmed civilian shirts to Ferguson as a gift in memory of Mike Brown, but as a gift in solidarity.
The revolution will not be brought to you by Xerox in 4 parts without commercial interruptions. The revolution will not show you pictures of Nixon blowing a bugle and leading a charge by John Mitchell, General Abrams, and Spyro Agnew. Straight up Negro swell right there.
This is too big. No, that's gonna be perfect.
The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by the Schaefer Award Theater and will not star Natalie Woods and Steve McQueen or Bullwinkle and Julia. The revolution will not give your mouth sex appeal. The revolution will not get rid of the nub. The revolution will not make you look 5 pounds thinner because the revolution will not be televised, brother.
Hands up! Hands up! Mike Brown means. I said Mike Brown means. I said Mike Brown means. Fight back! Fight back! Fight back! Fight back! Yeah, make some noise.
Why do you feel that most white people in St. Louis don't want to talk about it?
So white people really don't see the problems that black people experience. They generally believe that police officers are decent, great people because that's their experience. And so you have to trust that the people who are protesting are not just doing so because they love to cause chaos.
Peace, Mike Brown. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. All lives matter, but we the ones gotta step up and say something. You know what I'm saying?
People don't come out and do this sort of thing unless they really believe in their issue, unless they really care about it, and unless there's experience backing up their position. They bring up this notion of black on black crime, which of course is a red herring and it's a lie. There's no such thing as black on black crime any more than there is white on white crime, any more than there is, I mean, until we say, let's look at all of the mass murderers in the white world out of methamphetamine use that is most often tied to white people, at least in the St. Louis area. We're not going to talk about the oppression that we are dealing with.
So, are all you guys together?
Yes.
From where?
Grinnell College.
Grinnell College. Iowa. All right. So, like, what inspired you guys to come down and be part of this?
Mike Brown.
Mike Brown? How do you feel about the situation of Mike Brown?
Pretty angry.
Right?
That said, it's not just an isolated issue. It's not
Right.
just like shooting of one black youth. It's a nationwide issue.
Michael Brown was about to go to college, and as students, we have a responsibility to speak out. We're building prisons over schools, and that is a big problem.
As a white person, to be silent in events of this kind is to side with the oppressor.
How do we get the relations between the police and communities of color better?
I think one thing that needs to happen is challenging representations of people of color in the media, so that when people see like a young black man reaching into his pocket, they don't assume that it's a gun he's going to pull out. Also demilitarization, so that police, even when they have the power to oppress people, aren't able to do it with like military grade weapons.
If you're going through school day in and day out and you have to go through metal detectors and you get pat down just to go to class, you're used to that system. You're already criminalized.
Is there a movement that's going on at your school?
Because black people will be in the street looking for a brighter day. The revolution will not be televised.
Who are you, brother?
My name is Marcellus Buckley. I'm also known as the Ferguson Poet. This is called Black Man. You are a person that no one seems to understand. So they try to break you down in any way possible as much as they can. Although you feel alone in this world, our forefather spirits still covering this land. You were robbed of your history, which still remains a mystery. There are hardly jobs to be worked, but you still strive while broke instead of soaking in misery. You learn to channel your anger and strive off their negative energy. From the bottom of this dreamland, from the dirtiest of quicksands, you came out digging. A positive male figure, a black man. For you are not a Negro nor a nigga.
Yeah, man. That's what's up, brother.
I got the KKK telling me, stop writing poetry, you ain't nothing but a dumb nigga. You a monkey, you this and that.
How they telling you that?
106 in Park. I got phone calls and various things, man.
Really?
So, oh, yeah. I can let you hear some voicemails if you want to.
I've always heard that niggers think about sex 90% of their day. What do you expect from a race of people? Also visit our website at kkknights.com. White power.
Wow, so these people have called you and you called them back?
Oh, yeah. They done sent letters to my house and threats.
All because you do poetry.
There will be no highlights on the 11 o'clock news and no pictures of Harry armed women liberationists and Jackie Onassis blowing her nose. The theme song will not be written by Jim Webb or Francis Scott Keys, nor sung by Glenn Campbell, Tom Jones, Johnny Cash, Engelbert Humperdinck, or The Rare Earth. The revolution will not be televised.
CASA kids, how you doing? We are in Ferguson. Right over here is where Mike Brown actually got shot and laid in the street, and that's his memorial. And we just want to thank you guys for handwriting all those beautiful messages to give to the people of Ferguson. As you see that we're sharing it with them and they're reading each and every message. And it's really touching their hearts. So we just want to thank you guys for participating in this movement with We Will Not Be Silent. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you.
And they put their name. This was nice too. Our Christ silence with the eternal thing. This one too. This one, this girl, Kimori.
Stop the hate, you haters.
Stop the hate, haters. I wish they would have wrote their name so they can get credit. Well, this one here is Diana Garcia.
That is a big statement right there.
Middle schooler.
Yeah, this is nice too.
We did a fundraiser to bring these here to give to you all as a gift in an act of solidarity.
These are students from the Bronx, New York that now know about Ferguson, and they sent their words, they wrote words to you.
This is one of their handwritten messages that they wrote to you all.
Can somebody read it?
Can you read what his message that he's holding right there? Can you see?
We will raise up.
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace! This is what democracy looks like!
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like!
Hands up.
Don't shoot!
Hands up.
Don't shoot!
Hands up.
Don't shoot! Hey, hey. Oh, these killing cops have got to go! Hey, hey. Oh, these killing cops have got to go!
Arrest him now.
Arrest him now! Arrest him now! Arrest him now!
Indict! Convict! Send that killing cop to jail! The whole damn system is guilty as hell!
It's been an incredible weekend here in Ferguson and St. Louis, and we just closed out the weekend with Dr. Cornell West speaking, and he said something very, very important, that we have to overflood the youth with love. And there was an incredible sister on stage that was demanding all the people out here in the crowd tonight to come together and march tonight. And she came off stage, walked up to Johwell, and requested the shirt that he was wearing. Johwell had been wearing it for 3 days, took it off and gave it to her, and she put it on and left the building to go protest. She wanted that shirt, and she said, very importantly, words are important. We must speak about what we want and not what we don't want. We want to shout out We Will Not Be Silent for bringing us out here. Shout out to CASA kids for their amazing work. Principal Bowman. We got 30 minutes to get back on the bus, and we headed back to Brooklyn. No sleep to Brooklyn, baby, and we out.
You're a flower, you're a river, you're a rainbow.
Raise your hand if you think your voice is powerful and can change the world.